Okay, Arthur in Canada. This is the Echo mic version NM452 right here. So I wired it up for you like you wanted me to 4-pin Cobra. These I only have these in 6-pin, but Cobra 4-pin is pretty simple to wire up. It's actually one of the easiest mics to wire, I think, personally, but 5-pin's pretty easy too. You know, I like those kind of mic plugs because they're all isolated. The pins are isolated from each other. I mean, I've wired Yaesus and I've wired ICOMs before with the 8-pin and 6-pins and Rangers and all that, but I prefer the 4-pin and the standard like Unit and Cobra 5-pin because, you know, each pin is kind of isolated. But I just want to show you the mic. So the difference between this mic, and I don't have one close by. Oh yeah, it's right here. So the difference are they look the same, minus one says echo and one doesn't, but the main difference is this is a modulation adjustment on the 532 and this is an echo adjustment on the 452. So that's one of the main differences. If you open this mic up, I'll show that in a minute, but you can see on the mic tester here that we have RX and TX. And if I talk, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, check. You know, you can see the echo is set there. I think personally for me, I have it. There's an echo adjustment inside too, and I'll get to that in a minute. But so you have this echo adjustment, and then the one inside. The modulation adjustment's also inside on this one. So I like just a little bit like this. Now it's not a lot or anything, but I'm kind of picky when it comes to, you know, echo and how it sounds. So you get too much, everybody's gonna complain and say turn your echo down. Anyone that's ran a lot of echo has experienced that in their radio hobby career or whatever. So I like a little bit of a reverb sound or something, but everybody has a certain sound that they're looking to get. So we're gonna unscrew this. I did put the short screw in this for you, so you know there'll be no issues or anything with the screw head grounding out to the solder connections on the board. Now this is the through-hole component because they haven't, I guess, went through their stock. I'm assuming eventually this will be an SMD board also. I'm going to unscrew this a little bit and straighten that out for you. But I wanted to go over a couple things on the mic. So this is your modulation adjustment here. So you have to preset it. Now it's about right in the middle. I need to find a different, I need a flat screw or a little bit larger. It's like a Phillips is what it is. I think I was using actually this one. So if you turn this up too much, like this, this is going to be maximum and it's probably going to squeal like a pig. So yeah, that's going to give you an idea. By turning this up all the way, so where those little numbers are fully down, facing down towards the battery, it's like taking this mic and running it like this, which is way too loud. It's not going to work. So I find that how I had it, which was probably like this, where the numbers face that way, away from the PTT, it's probably running it somewhere in this range, which is usually where I recommend running these. You don't need to run them any more than that. They have a lot of good sound out of them at that level, so honestly you can probably even run this more in the diagonal position or something. So that's your modulation. You can see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, check, check. That's the diagonal position. Let me turn that up a little bit. Like that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, probably like that. So that's probably, I wouldn't turn this up anymore. If you have a radio that's been like severely overmodulated, it's, well, what I mean by that is someone's gone in and removed the limiters, or they've done weird mods to the audio circuit with different resistance and resistors and stuff like that, or they're volting the finals and all the things that, you know, people do in this hobby to radios to get them to do the magic average power swing and all that stuff. Well, at the end of the day, you're probably not going to sound good with any kind of mic you run except a non-modulated, severely, you know, quiet microphone with a radio like that. So hopefully, you know, people that buy these kind of mics like this or any other amplified power mic realize that, you know, you're not doing this to give the radio more power. What this is, in a way, in any of these mics like this one, it's keeping the volume level consistent going into the radio. And what I mean by that is, you know, if you put a tone in from a tone generator or something, it's a consistent tone. You know, with our voice and on a non-modulated mic, sometimes you have different amplitudes of your voice and stuff, and the non-modulated mic can't keep that consistency up. And a power mic, that's what I interpret that it's designed for. It just keeps the consistent level of speech going into the audio circuit of the radio. A properly adjusted audio circuit in a radio won't sound bad with a power mic. It's when you have a radio that's been butchered and golden screwdrivered and the whole 9 yards. Well, in today's world, and very soon, we're gonna have to start getting mouse for computers, and you have to get a gold-plated one, because very soon that's going to be a new norm for radio. We're going to be using computers and stuff to do things, and you're going to need to get that gold-plated mouse. But anyways, that's the modulation. So, you know, the difference is it's internal, and on your 4-pin one that you'll be getting, it's on the outside, because that's a non-echo mic. So this is your echo adjustment. Now I have it facing the PTT with the little numbers. Let's just turn it to the exact opposite, and we'll see how that sounds. So it's going to be quite different. So now it's facing the other way, and check. Now it's delay. Hello. Check. Test. Now again, if you turn this up like this, test. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you turn this down almost all the way, test. 1, 2, 3. So some might like that, where, you know, what this does on the outside is, I believe it's like a volume adjustment, so it makes your echo volume louder. It's echo level, but I would say it's more like a volume. I would say that the level of the echo would be more like this one. You set it based on what you want to see out of it. Let's go all the way down. I don't know if that actually shuts the echo off or what's going to happen, but if this will go all the way down for me or not. Maybe it is all the way down. It's all the way down, so let's see. Test. 1, 2, 3. It's just more delay like that. So you're going to get more delay with that repeating echo when this is facing to the left, away from the PTT. Let's see what it does in the middle when it's facing like north or up towards the top of the mic. Like that. Test. 1, 2, 3. So it's sped up a little bit now, and if you just, for the extreme of it, check. 1, 2. Just more like a volume. So this is like your echo volume. Again, I kind of like it where it's less of the repeating and more of a reverb. So there's about diagonal to the top corner of the mic, and again, we're only looking at these little numbers here. That's what I'm referencing. So test. 1, 2, 3. Check. 1, 2. So now we have more of like a reverb. Check. And, you know, if you lower that volume down some, then the level of the echo or reverb or whatever you have isn't going to overtake your modulation, your voice. Otherwise, you know, you get too much of that effect. 1, 2, 3. So, you know, it's kind of depending on how you set it up and how clear you want to sound and stuff. But, you know, I kind of still like it like this, where it's facing both of them. The modulation is facing away from the PTT, and the echo is facing to the PTT, if that makes sense. So now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This is with the level way up on the front of the mic. So just by backing it down some. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. So that's what I like. And then the little indentation here is lined up with about the E on the echo. So I don't know, everybody has a preference on what they like, but that's what I like with these mics. So that's your basic overview of it. I'm going to take this battery out because, again, going to Canada, the customs could be a pain in the butt on that. So you have to put a battery in it. I think I already discussed that with you. I'll get your 4-pin out here in a minute. We'll just show that that one's working good, and then I'm going to get them boxed and get your information over to you so you can make the order. I apologize for the delay and everything, but today is the day for it. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, here's the 452. So this is pre-wired for Cobra, Uniden, whatever else, Galaxy, you know, whatever has the standard 4-pin plug. That's what these are wired for. And you change the screw hole. It's got the long screw in it, so I'll pop that out of there and put the short one in there for you. Assuming on the next time that I get some more, I think they'll probably all have the short screws by then. So 9-volt battery. The good thing about that short screw is you can just put the back on, tighten her down as tight as you want. Nothing bad will happen. So you get it too tight, then it's a little hard to get it off. But standard 4-pin, plug her in, and let's see, the switch is good. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Hello, check, check, hello. Nice clear sound. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2, hello. Again, it depends on what kind of speaker you listen to it on in your own radio, or if you're listening to it and somebody makes a video on a mic or something. It's a lot different to listen to how a mic sounds or a radio sounds over a video than what it is to actually hear over the radio. That's what I found. So I find that these have a really nice and clear sound. They're not too bassy. They're really ain't bassy at all, but really nice, clear and crisp sound to them. You know, some guys like the more bassy sounding mic. If you like that, you know, this probably wouldn't be a good choice for someone that likes to sound all bassy. But there are some radios too that people modify them and stuff, and I don't know why they would do that to make them sound muddy and bassy on AM. So, oops, I need to pull that battery. Because I know, you never know at customs what they could do. They could physically, I know a lot of times they might open boxes and look at the products, but who knows if they actually like inspect the product or something, you know. And if you don't have the box clearly marked that you have a battery on there, that could be a problem, you know, when you ship something with a battery. Technically you're supposed to have those stickers and stuff and all that, so we just won't cause any unnecessary issues with that. So I'll get you all squared away though, and shouldn't be too much longer before you got a couple of new mics heading your way. So you got a echo and a non-echo. Thanks a lot. We'll be in touch soon. 73.